All right, how's it going, everybody? Let's see, testing, 1, 2, 3. How's it going, everybody? This is Bradley from Helium 10, and welcome to our webinar. This is going to be all about product research. So first of all, let me know where you guys are from in the question box. There should be a question box below. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. So go ahead and sound off where you guys are from. We've got Michael from Iowa, Gavin from Toronto. You got John from Toronto, might be neighbors there. Somebody from Istanbul. Awesome. Look at all these people pouring in here. Excellent. We got Raul from India, Diego from Guatemala. We got one of our neighbors here, Alexander from LA. How's it going? Kathleen from Philippines. Kamusta ho kayo? All right, Joyce. What's up? Switzerland. We got about 30 countries here represented so far I've seen. We've got Tahiti in the house. Oh, can we switch locations? Brian, you want to go to Tahiti?
I do, actually.
All right. By the way, that's not my alter ego. I don't have multiple personalities. I've got right next to me Brian here. He's going to be joining us and answering some of your questions on the back end, guys. Throughout this broadcast, throughout this webinar, you guys are probably going to have some questions. Try to keep a lot of the questions until the end. We're going to have a Q&A part, but if you guys have technical questions or something's wrong with the audio, make sure to put it in the question box, and Brian here is monitoring those questions. So we are going to be doing a webinar today about how to do Zumba fitness. No, it's not Zumba fitness. All right. No, that's a separate thing. This is about Amazon product research strategy. All right. So what are we going to be going over today? Proven strategies to find opportunities on Amazon that you can take advantage of today. Tell me, how many people here who are here? We've got hundreds of people in the room here. How many people have never sold a product on Amazon before? Let me know. Go ahead and give me some comments here in the question box. Catherine's never sold one. Dan has sold one. Awesome. Congratulations to Dan. Ben, William, Carolina. A lot of you guys are new. That's great. Now, how many people have sold at least one or two products? Not exactly one or two sales, but actually one or two. You've made your own product, like a private label product. How many else of you are there? All right. We've got Dave, Gonzalo, Rafael. Excellent. Well, no matter which category you guys fall into, you guys are going to get value from this webinar, all right? Because no matter what stage we are in our Amazon journey, a big question is, well, how do I find the product? Maybe I've never sold a product on Amazon. How do I do that? Maybe you are already selling on Amazon. How do I find more products? How do I scale my business? We're going to go over that today, and I'm very excited because there are tactics that we're going to go over today that I have not seen shown at other places, especially not all of these tactics in one webinar by itself. So what can you expect? Well, we're going to have actionable product research strategies that you can implement today, regardless of your budget. That's one thing I always hear about. It's like, man, I don't have $10,000 to invest in something. Where do I start? What do I do? We're going to go over some different ways there. All right. I'm showing you today how to use Helium 10 with product research. But actually, these principles apply no matter what tool you use. All right. So you guys are going to find value whether you're a Helium 10 user or not. What else? Well, there's going to be no fluff, no bull, no promises of fame and fortune. This is not a get rich quick scheme. All right. Where I'm going to say, hey, by the end of this webinar, you're going to be a millionaire. You can become a millionaire in 6 months. I'm not going to make any BS comments like that. I always make the joke, my initials are BS, Bradley Sutton. My partner here, Brian, his initials are BS. Those are the only two sources of BS that you guys are going to get in this webinar. All right, let's keep going here. What else? Well, we're going to email you a replay. I've already seen tons of questions go on about that. Is there going to be a replay? Is this being recorded? Yes, it is. We're going to email that to you within 24 to 48 hours after the webinar. All right, so there you go, Valerie. What else? There's going to be a great offer to purchase Helium 10 near the end, but don't worry. This whole entire webinar is not going to be buy. I'm about value. All right, that's my goal today, to bring you guys incredible value for product research here in 2019. All right, so are you guys ready to go? Who's ready? Who wants to learn how to find a product to sell on Amazon? Let me know. Who's out there who wants to know this? Who's excited? Who's pumped up? All right. Look at that. John says, let's go. Moose says, I'm excited. I'm excited that we have somebody named Moose on the broadcast. That's pretty awesome. Juan says, go Bradley. All right. Robert says, bring it. All right. You guys are ready. Let's do it. All right. let's get down. All right, so the first thing is that we hear a lot is Amazon too saturated. It's too late to sell on Amazon. There's too much competition. There's no opportunity. Now, is that true? What do you guys think? Have you guys heard this before? Who's heard that before? When like maybe talking with your friends, you're like, man, I want to sell on Amazon. Who's had friends tell them, oh no, it's too late. Sorry. Moose says every day. Alexa's heard that multiple times. Yeah, guys, they're like, nah, it's too late. And yeah, it's true that it is a little bit harder to sell on Amazon now than quote unquote the glory days when you just throw anything up there and make millions of dollars, right? But and it is true that some categories do have too much competition. All right. What are some of these categories? Like, for example, look at this. iPhone X case. If you enter iPhone X case, and you can do this right now on Amazon, 80,000 products are going to come up for iPhone X case. Look at that. You see that? 80,000 results. So yeah, iPhone X case is probably a lot of competition, I would say. What did you guys think? All right. Now, what else? Vitamin C. 60,000 results for vitamin C. All right, so probably not the best idea to make your first product a vitamin C product. So when you hear things like there's too much competition on Amazon, that's not completely untrue. There are lots of categories, right, that are saturated. But there still is opportunity on Amazon. Now, would you guys like to know how to find it? Is that you right there looking for Opportunity USA, population 1 million? We're going to find 1 million different opportunities on there. All right, Dan is ready. Let's keep going. Now, here's what you're going to learn today. What are we going to go over today? Number one, how to approach product research with the right mindset. We're not going to dive right into it yet because you guys have to have the right mindset first before we get into it, all right? A metric that you need to consider before you start, all right? We're going to go over 10 different ways to find potential products to sell on Amazon in 2019. 10. In just one webinar, 10 different ways. And no matter what stage you are on your Amazon journey, Brian, I just noticed here, I'm looking at the camera and this is not even, you're like, nobody's recording me. I don't know why, like, this is like a bad habit because I do the Facebook lives. And I'm looking at the camera. I'm like, why am I looking at the camera? Nobody can see my face right now. Anyways, 10 different ways to find potential products to sell on Amazon in 2019. How to validate the opportunity on Amazon. So yeah, maybe we found a great product, using Helium 10, but how do I validate that this is a potential product that we can sell on Amazon? All right, so a little bit about me first. For those of you who have never met me before, my name is Bradley Sutton. I'm the success manager at Helium 10. What does that mean? That sounds like a big hippie kind of title right there. All right, but basically at the end of the day, what I am dedicated to at Helium 10 is the success of our users. All right, so if you're not successful on Amazon, then I'm not doing my job. So one way that I try to help people be successful is through webinars like this, where I can help you guys strategize and learn how to use the tools that we have available so that you can crush it. So I started e-commerce since 1998. I was doing like this Fast and Furious product company for aftermarket car parts. A few years ago, I was a consultant for Amazon sellers, and I created and launched over 400 products. So I do have experience being in your shoes. It's not like I've been working for Helium 10 since day one. I just started working at Helium 10 last year, as a matter of fact. Before then, I was in the same boat as a lot of you guys and gals out there. I'm a speaker at different events and conferences all over the world. I'm the lead trainer here at Helium 10. I do all the videos for training on how to use the tools and different strategies on Amazon, and these videos are viewed 150,000 times monthly. And a brand new podcast host, it's called the Serious Sellers Podcast. So how many people here have heard of the Serious Sellers Podcast, first of all? Has anybody been listening to that? We just started it. I got here, Robert says, my neck needs a tan. It looks like, Brian, look at this picture. Did somebody Photoshop that there? My neck does not look like that.
Don't blame it on Photoshop, Bradley.
No, I'm telling you, that Robert brought up a good point. What is up with this picture? What did the graphic team do to my neck? That is ridiculous. I can't believe that this passed our editing here. Come on, guys. Robert, thank you for calling that out. One of our graphics teams is about to get a dock and pay for doing, I don't know, maybe I had some big zit on my net or something. I don't know why they Photoshopped that. But anyways, back on track here. Serious Sellers Podcast, guys, you got to check it out. We give tons of free value on there. So if you're on iTunes or if you're on Stitcher, if you're on Spotify, if you're on SoundCloud, type in Serious Sellers Podcast, and you guys are going to get some amazing tips and tricks from our guests. All right. Let me get off this page here. It's already bothering me. This is going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the day. All right. So who is Helium 10? All right. Helium 10 is an all-in-one Amazon suite of tools. And I want to make sure that you guys know what we're about. All right. We are the #1 suite of tools out there for Amazon sellers. If you're not a platinum or diamond member of Helium 10, that is totally fine. Maybe a lot of you guys are on the free plan. So if you guys aren't on the platinum or diamond plan, don't worry. At the very end, I'm going to have a special coupon code. I don't want any of you guys paying full price. If you're brand new to Helium 10, I don't want you paying full price to give us a try. So stay to the end, and I'm going to give you a really cool deal on that. But again, my #1 goal today is for you to simplify product research so that you can find a product, make it yourself, and crush it on Amazon. All right. So if you guys are ready to go, type yes in the chat box right now. Type yes in the chat box if you're ready to go. I want to make sure everybody's ready. Gavin is ready. Robert says he's ready. All right. I guess the neck didn't scare him off. All right, good. Mauro's ready. Woo, we got tons of people. Guys, try not to leave the room too, because I did that once on the Elite webinar. There's an Elite webinar where I was on your side. I was listening to Manny and Kevin. I left the room and then I couldn't get back in because it was full. So make sure not to leave. All right, let's get going. All right, here we go. First thing, we need to get in the right mindset. Who is this? Who's this a picture of? Who knows who this is? I know you guys know. Come on. There we go. Gary V. Moose says Gary V. Maggie says Gary V. All right. So you usually can't choose something you're passionate about. What does this mean? Now, I personally love Gary V. You know, he and other top names in the game are going to tell you, though, that in general, entrepreneurs should go all in on something they love or are passionate about. And guess what, guys? Usually that is true. All right. When you're speaking of entrepreneurs, you need to dedicate yourself to something that you absolutely love, because you're going to have a better chance of success on that. However, what about on Amazon? What if you're passionate about garlic presses? All right. What if you're passionate about garlic presses? What's going to happen? All right. You might not be able to sell garlic presses, because guess what? Just because you're passionate about it, you are going to have 10,000 competitors right there trying to sell garlic presses too. So it doesn't matter your passion. What about me? I'm passionate about the Nissan Skyline. All right. Now, am I going to be successful? This is actually my car here. I actually imported a Nissan Skyline, and that's a picture of my garage. So I'm going to go ahead and sell car parts for the Nissan Skyline here in the USA. Am I going to crush it on Amazon? Of course not. How many people have Nissan Skylines? Probably like 1,000 people in the United States. I can be so passionate about this and have the best product, and I'll put it on Amazon and nobody's going to buy it because my passion doesn't matter. There's not enough demand. All right. There's not enough demand on Amazon because nobody has a Nissan Skyline. So that brings us up to the next point. All right. You have got to leverage existing demand. All right. Leverage existing demand. Amazon is not a Kickstarter. It's not Indiegogo, right? It's tough to be successful with a new invention. All right. Why? Because there's no demand for it. It doesn't matter how cool your product is. Let's say, for example, you came up with a jelly-based collagen peptides supplement. All right, jelly-based, a really cool way to take supplements where you don't have to mix it in your drink or swallow a pill. But guess what? If no one knows this thing exists, no one is searching for collagen peptides jelly. All right. Now, this actually is a thing. This is a company that I had helped last year launching some of their products. Now, from day one, I told them, guys, this is really going to be tough to work on Amazon unless you're going to back it up with a huge off Amazon campaign to drive demand. Yeah, sure enough, this thing never stuck. All right. A year later, sales are actually picking up on this product. You can actually find it there on Amazon. More people are searching for this kind of product. But again, the point is you can't reinvent the wheel and expect to crush it right off the bat. So guys, remember that. You might have the coolest idea for a brand new product, but that does not mean that it's guaranteed success. All right. Now, there's always an exception to the rule, like fidget spinners. Nobody was searching for fidget spinners, and then all of a sudden they became a thing. There was a lot of demand. But why was there a lot of demand? Because that thing went viral. Everybody on social media was talking about fidget spinners. It was on TV shows. So that created the demand. But it wasn't like what started the demand of fidget spinners was somebody who started on Amazon. So let me know, does that make sense? Do you guys understand what I'm talking about? How you cannot, it's so hard to create demand on Amazon, because that is so important. Before we even get started, you guys have to understand this point. All right, Lori gets it. All right, let's keep going. What else about getting in the right mindset? All right, so don't be stuck. All right, sometimes we get in the seller's mindset only, but remember, at the end of the day, it's the buyer who decides if they want our product or not. Always think like a buyer when doing your research. You got to put your buyer's hat on. All right, put your buyer's hat on. What does that mean? Like, for example, let's just go back a slide right here. You put your buyer's mind cap on, and you're looking at this product. Don't think like a seller. Don't think, oh, I need to have X number of characters in my bullet points or this or that. But think from a buyer, what makes the product attractive to the buyer? All right. Look at the images. Does it stir up emotions? Does it solve a need? These are the kind of things you need to think about when you're sourcing different products. All right. So it's the buyer who decides if they're going to buy our product or not. Now, take a look at my favorite search here, collagen peptides. All right. This is textbook of what you should not go after, right? Don't go after the home run or saturated products. All right, guys, don't do it. Don't do it. The top sellers, for example, for this product, take a look at this screenshot. This is a X-ray, one of the tools in Helium 10. And using X-ray, we can get estimates of how many units people are selling or how much money they're making there on the first page. So take a look at this. The top sellers is for collagen peptides are selling in the millions per the month, millions of dollars per month. Everybody has 4 or 5. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, what I'm doing here. Everybody's got 4 or 5-star ratings, all right? People have thousands of reviews. This would be super, super hard for you guys to scale and get the sales velocity and compete with some of these. All right. So don't always go for the home run. Don't be have shiny object syndrome. All right. I use collagen peptides a lot as a good test, but I never ever have said, guys, go out and source collagen peptides because of these crazy numbers that you see right here. All right. Now, it's time to crunch some numbers. What's an important metric that is often overlooked? All right. What is an important metric that is often overlooked? And that is a 3-letter word, ROI. Who knows what ROI stands for? Who's going to say it right there? Lori, you know? Lori knows. Jessica knows. Matt knows. Return on investment. Now, this is something, me personally, I never paid too much attention to. Kevin King in the Freedom Ticket Amazon training course has some excellent modules that taught me all I need to know about ROI and how it relates to Amazon. Let's review some of this now. All right, so how to calculate ROI. Basically, it's profit divided by investment. All right, profit divided by investment. Let's look at a couple scenarios. Scenario A. Let's see this. Now, guys, I want you to stick with me. I don't want to lose you guys because of this math right here, but this is so important. I'm going to illustrate why it's important. Scenario A. You've got a product. It costs $10 each to manufacture, and you're going to buy 300 units of it. Okay, $10. $3,000 initial investment. Does that make sense? Let's say you had, $5,000 to invest, or maybe you only have $3,000. So you invest all your money into this product. $3,000 initial investment. Now your profit per unit is $10. Let's just say, because you're selling it for X amount, $20 or so, right? So your profit is $10. Now the profit is $3,000 for everything. All right. So if you sell all 300 units, you've made $3,000 profit. All right. So your ROI, your profit divided by your initial investment of $3,000 is 100%. All right, is everybody with me so far? I see Cool Dip here. Cool Dip, how's it going, Cool Dip? You got this? AJ, you got it? All right, Mauro gets it. All right, let's keep going. Now let's do scenario B. All right, this is a product A, and now we're going to do product B. The product cost 300 units, still $10. Still $3,000 initial investment. So exactly the same investment, same unit, same everything. But the profit on this one per unit is $15. All right. So you might think, not a big deal, right? $15. So on this one, the profit is $4,500 on those units, right? So ROI calculated to 150%. All right, so I hope you guys are with me so far. So product A, your ROI is 100%. Product B, we're getting $5 more profit per unit, so it's 150%. So the question is this going to be something good? All right, now the higher the ROI, this is the point, the faster you can scale. Kevin King likes to look for ROI over 100% and actually preferably 150%. So let's go dig deeper into this right now. Let's actually play this 2 scenarios out. All right, here we go. Scenario A, this is product A. Month 1, all right, now bear with me here. You're gonna sell 125 out of your 300 units, all right? So you do pretty well right off the bat. And you're gonna get $20 revenue, from each of those, because the product is going for 20 bucks, all right? So it's $2,500 is what you're gonna end up with in cash, all right? Now, that's not enough money to order a new product because you have to order 300. All right, remember 300 costs $3,000. So you just got to sit on that money for right now. All right, now month 2, now we're in month 2. Now you sell another 125 units for $20 revenue. Now you've got another $2,500. All right, so now you've got how much money? How much money do you have for month 1 and month 2 in revenue? 5,000, Carolina says. Yes, you're absolutely right. So now you got $5,000. Now you have enough for a reorder. So you've got $3,000 to reorder another 300 units because remember, now you're almost out of stock, right? So you've got to replenish your product, all right? Now, how much money do you have left over? $2,500. Brian has this look on his face like, Bradley, this is too much numbers. You with me here, Brian?
Yep, I'm right here.
All right, Brian's with me. All right, I hope you guys are with me too, okay? Now, month 3. Now you're in month 3 of your product. Now you sell another 125 units and you get another $2,500 of revenue from that. Now you had $5,000. Now you have $5,000, right? Because remember you had 2,500 left over, and now you made another 2,500. So now you've got $5,000. So you don't need to replenish product 1 yet. All right, you're good. So what you can do now is, hey, I found another product that requires $3,000 investment, and I can buy 300 units of it. So now you've invested, now you're scaling. Now you're like, hey, let me order another 300 units of a different product. So now I have 2 products to sell. And then so I do that, and now I have $2,000 left over. So at the end of 90 days, I have 1 product in its cycle, and I have now another product that I just ordered and I'm about to launch on Amazon, and I've got $2,000 worth of cash left over. All right, let's go. Scenario B. Remember, this is that other product. Now I'm going to do that same exact thing in month 1, but now I end up with $3,125. Why do I do that? Because I'm getting $25 worth of revenue, $15 of profit on that one, remember? So this product is $25. So now I've got $3,125. Guess what? I am going to immediately reinvest that $3,000 of that dollars to a product 2, because I've got $3,000 now, and I don't need to reorder product 1 yet. I still got plenty of stock. So I'm right away turning around this money I got from product 1, and I'm reinvesting in 300 other products. And I've only got 125 bucks left over after month 1, but so what? All right. Now take a look. Month 2, now I sold 125 units of product 1, and now I sold 125 units of my product 2 that I just ordered over here. And so now look at this. I've got 6,300 bucks total, right? All right, so now I'm low on product 1. Take a look. I reorder product 1, all right? And I still have $3,000 left more, so I order product 3. Now I'm ordering product 3, 300 units, and I still have a little bit of money left over. So what's going to happen now in month 3? Now in month 3, I'm selling 3 different products that each are getting me $3,000 a month in revenue, all right? I replenish product 2, order product 4, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You guys get the picture. So take a look at this. At the end of scenario A, I only had 2 products and I only had $2,000 left over. Now here in scenario B, that extra ROI means that by month end, I've got 4 products and thousands of dollars in extra revenue just by having a product with an ROI that was higher. What do you guys think? Just by having a product with an ROI, all right? So this is very valuable. Okay, let's keep going. Now, are you ready to start finding products? Let's go. What tool am I going to use to do that? I'm going to use Black Box. All right. Black Box is an Amazon product research finder. I'm going to be able to sort and filter 450 million products to find the best one that meets your needs as a seller. All right. Let's keep going. Method number 1, products with low number of reviews. All right. So what does that mean? Now, I want you guys to put your buyer's cap on. All right. Put your buyer's cap on. Which of these products do you think that a buyer would feel more comfortable clicking on and purchasing? Take a look at this. Which of these products would a buyer feel more comfortable purchasing? What do you think? The one with 689 reviews, 6,000 reviews, or 2 reviews? Yeah. If you have a new product, you probably don't have many reviews. All right. It would be very difficult to compete in a niche where everybody has thousands of reviews or even hundreds. Probably hardly anyone would click on this listing. What about you, Brian? When you look for stuff on Amazon, and if you saw this, which one would you probably click on last?
The last one.
Yeah, the last one. And why?
Because it has less reviews.
Less reviews. So in your mind, what are you thinking as a buyer?
That is not a great product.
Yeah, not a great product. Maybe it hasn't been tested enough, right? But if you see something that says 6,000 reviews, you're probably thinking what?
That it's a good product and that a lot of people use it.
Exactly. All right. So, and then, again, this is buyer psychology. This is very important. So how can we use this information? Let's go to the next slide. All right. This is a screenshot of Black Box. Now, look what I entered into Black Box. First, I'm looking into the musical instruments category at something making at least $5,000 a month. All right. I'm just looking for a product. I'm wondering, hey, I want to find something making $5,000 a month or more. Now, this could be anything. Now, I'm putting the price between $19 and $45. All right. This is, something that might be applicable to many of you. If I go too low on this, like if I'm looking for a $10 product, your profit margins are going to be pretty low for a $10 product. That doesn't mean that you can't do it. At the same time, if I'm going for a $100 product, well, for a lot of us, that might be too much of an investment needed. All right. That might be too much of investment needed. All right. Now, review count. Notice what I put right here, 15 max. All right. Now, if this has like if a product has 0 to 15 reviews, but it's still selling $5,000 a month, what do you guys think that could be an indication of? If I can find a product that has less than 15 reviews, but is selling over $5,000 a month, go ahead and give me some answers in the question box here. Matt says it's the sweet spot. Why is that the sweet spot? Raphael says high demand. Good. Robert says brand name. Yep, could be a brand name. Absolutely. Ben says it sells without reviews. Yes. So what Ben says is actually kind of interesting because he says it sells without reviews. So again, what might that mean? So in my opinion, basically that's going to mean like we just let me go back to the previous slide here. Let me just show you guys. All right. Do you guys think that this product here is going to sell $5,000 a month on a page with these products? No, we just determined that because 95% of people are probably going to click on the ones with high reviews. So check this out. If I can find something that's selling $5,000 a month, but less than 15 reviews, to me, it might mean one of two things. Number one, either everybody else has less than 15 reviews, right? So it's not like there's a product that's dominating the reviews, the number of reviews that's going to get all the clicks, right? Because if everybody has 0 to 15 reviews, yeah, sure, a lot of people will click it. It's like let's say if these two products had 5 or 10 reviews, now all of a sudden this one doesn't seem so bad, right? So that's option one. What about option two? What if there's just no competition? Like maybe this product here, this has some special vitamin that no other product has. And so it doesn't matter that it only has 2 reviews. Everybody has to buy this product because it's the only one that meets the needs. Again, what is this that we're talking about? That's opportunity. So this is an indication or a signal that there might be opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and enter in here a max variation of 1. I don't want to go too advanced here. I don't want stuff that has a whole bunch of variations, and I only want stuff that has less than 2 sellers. All right, so let's go. What are some of the results? Take a look at one of the first ones I found. And you guys, if you guys are using Helium 10, these are just stuff I just did 2 days ago. You could go through these exact same scenarios, and you're going to come up with these results. I didn't make this up. All right, take a look at this. Here is one that came up that seems interesting. It's a guitar stand. It's making an estimated $8,000 a month of revenue, but it's only got 12 reviews. Now, remember, if everything else on the main money-making keywords had thousands of reviews, would this product be able to make $8,000 worth of sales with only 12 reviews? Probably not, all right? So I'm going to save this product later by pinning it. So there's this little function right here where, let me just show you guys. I'm going to add this to my list. So if you guys are following along or you're doing your product research, make sure to do that. Hit this button right here and hit add to my list so I can go back there and take a look. Now, let's go to the second metric that we can use, the second method. Method 2, products with low star rating. All right, now let's look at this same example. Now let's just forget about the number of reviews. All right, forget about the number of reviews. Let's just assume that all of these had 1,000 reviews. So forget about that. This one has 6,000. This one has 2. Let's just say that all of these have exactly 1,000 reviews. Now, Brian, based on the star rating here, the actual star rating, how many stars they have, which one do you think people would click on or purchase last of these 3, and why?
The third one also, just because it only has 3 stars.
Yeah, so again, psychologically, if a buyer sees that, what are they thinking?
That it's not a great product because other people have used it and they didn't like it.
Exactly, and you guys can probably catch it. Is everybody kind of similar? You know, what about you guys out there? Go ahead and give me some answers in the question box. When you guys are looking for products to buy as a buyer on Amazon, do you usually, you know, if all things else are equal, if the price is the same, the function looks the same, wouldn't most of you guys just buy the 5-star or 4-star? Yeah. Dan says he goes for only 4.5 stars or more. Simon says he doesn't even go down to 4-star. He's really picky. All right. And that's cool. That's how most buyers are. Okay. Now let's keep going here. Now, here on this filter, everything I put is the same as the last as far as the 5,000 revenue, the price range. But now I'm looking in the industrial and scientific category. All right, I changed the category so we can mix up the products a little bit. And now I'm looking for reviews that have 3 stars or less. All right, 3 stars or less. So again, what would you think about a product that is selling $5,000 or more, but has 3 stars or less? What would you guys think that could mean? What would that indicate to you? If I could show you a product that's making all this bank, but has only 3 stars or less. Holly says it's something people need. Moose says it's, what did Moose say here? Yeah, Moose says it could mean that, what? I lost Moose's comment already. Good demand and room for improvement. Excellent. All right, let's keep going. Perfect. You guys are absolutely correct. Here's another product I found. Now, here are some school or office stools. All right. Now, this is selling about $6,000 a month. But look, 2.8 stars. 2.8 stars. All right. Now, remember what we discussed earlier? If all options were 4 or 5 stars, it's likely that this product is going to get sales? If everybody else was 4 or 5 stars on main keywords for here, who is going to click on this product that is 2.8 stars? All right. So again, 2.8 stars could be an indication of what 2 possibilities? Yep, maybe everyone has a low review rating, or this is one of the few options out there. All right, I'm going to save this product again, and let's go on to the next. All right, how does this listing look to you? What do you think, Brian? Brian's never seen this before. Is this a nice looking listing to you? Is it appealing?
It's an okay listing. It looks, the image looks a little plain.
Yeah, image looks plain. How many images do you see there?
1 image.
1 image. When you look for stuff on Amazon, is that enough information for you to know about the product? It's 1 image?
No, not at all. I need to see like at least 4 or 5 images.
Exactly. You know, you want to look at it from different angles, etc. Usually, when there's a listing that only has 1 image, it means the seller probably doesn't know what he's doing. All right. And usually in those cases, you'll also see very sparse bullet points. All right. The whole listing is usually poor when you see a product that only has 1 or 2 or 3 images. All right. So we can see that right here. Now let's keep going. So what am I going to do with this information? Now I'm going to do now we're on method 3, a different black box search. All right. So 2 new things I did here. First of all, I'm searching for the items that are FBA, all right, fulfilled by Amazon, not fulfilled by merchant, okay, and not sold by Amazon. I'm also now in the kitchen and dining category. And now I put in the filter right here, products that have 2 or less images. So looking for a product that has $5,000 a month, 2 or less images, what do we find? Here's one that came up. Now, I have no idea what this is when I saw this. A candle mirror plate set. That sounds like gibberish to me. Like, what the heck is a candle mirror plate set? But I don't care that I don't know what the product is. I'm just looking for opportunity wherever I can find it. And what about this one? It says it only has 2 images, all right? Number of images right here, 2. And it's still making $14,000 a month. $14,000 a month. That is ridiculous. Imagine if you guys had a product with a fully optimized listing, full number of images, great looking bullet points, everything. Right off the bat, your listing is going to be more attractive. All right, more attractive, more aesthetically pleasing, more information, more impetus for the buyer to purchase your product if you come in with a better listing. And this gives me a lot of hope because I'm like, man, if this guy can sell this much money with just a couple images and probably a bad looking listing, well, I definitely want to save this product and take a look at it later on. So absolutely. Somebody's iPhone is talking here. I don't know what that is. Is that you, Brian, or is that me?
That was not me.
I think my iPhone watch was actually trying to transcribe what I was saying right now. All right, let's keep going here. Method number 4, higher priced items. All right. So let's say that there's a product retail price of $80. All right. How much would a seller need to come up with for the initial order? All right. Do you guys think that many people would have the ability? Like, let's say the product retail price is $80. You manufacture this, it costs $25, and the minimum order quantity from the factory is 1,000. All right. So who can do some quick math here? What's the initial investment going to be? How much you have to pay up? Ron, 25 grand. Yeah, imagine that. Now, I don't have 25. You have 25 grand, Brian?
Nope.
No, I don't have 25 grand to drop on a product. Some of you guys might. Guess what? That's great. So if you do have 25 grand to drop on the product, why should you take advantage of this? All right. Well, guess what? The majority of sellers, or Brian or myself, or many of you guys don't have $25,000. So if you do, right off the bat, you have ability that most sellers don't have. Okay. Next slide. All right. So now notice how I'm in the tools and home improvement department. All right. I changed the category again. I up the monthly revenue to $15,000 a month, and I put the retail price now between $60 and $120 retail. All right. So I'm looking for, in the tools and home improvement, something that's in this price range and that is making over 15 grand a month. What did I come up with? Now, Black Box found a number of products that meet the criteria. Here's one of them. Again, it's products I never, ever would have figured out on my own. All right. Like, this is not something that I think about. Curb ramps, 2 large curb ramps. They price for $90 retail, and they're selling about, not that many units a month, like maybe 5 to 10 units a month. And between that, it could be making anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 a month, or $15,000. All right. So, and people love the product. It actually has a pretty high star rating. So here is something that I'm going to save as well. I want to take a look at it later. All right. So Black Box found a number. So now let's just take a break and get our verification on. All right. We need to verify some of these products. We found 4 different products, but what is the next step? All right. We've got to pause and rewind a little bit and take a look at some of those products we found. Now, why is that? Just because we found a good target product, that does not mean we have guaranteed opportunity. All right. This is not an indication that no matter what, those 4 products, I'm going to put it on Amazon and I'm guaranteed to have sales. No. Why? We need to verify that there's an opportunity in the niche as a whole. All right. Just because we found one product that has indications that it might not be a good seller, or that it might be a good seller, does not mean that it is. All right. We have to analyze the niche as a whole. All right. Now, what are some things that I look for? Number 1, I'm looking for indications across multiple products that there's room for me, like on the page 1 results. What do we mean by page 1 results? That means you enter in a search term on Amazon, and everything that's on page 1 is what most people see. How many of us here go to page 2 or 3? All right. How many of you guys here pretty much only buy stuff that you see on page 1? If you don't see it on the first page as a buyer again, you probably just go to another search. How many is like that? Yeah, Mauro says he never goes He never goes to past page one. You go past page one, Brian?
No, I don't actually.
Yeah, we're all lazy, especially here in America. We're lazy. Brian doesn't go past page one. I usually don't either. All right. Simon says scrolling is forbidden. All right. So we are looking for what the people on that page one are doing, because remember, if the top sellers in that niche are all doing crazy numbers on page one, guess what? It's going to be really hard to match that kind of sales velocity with a brand new product. So barrier of entry might be too strong there. All right. What else do I look for? I also look for the top ASINs don't have too many reviews. Like the people who are on the top of page one, remember, it's going to be hard for me to get clicks with barely any reviews if everyone has over 1,000 reviews. All right. Remember that example of the collagen peptides? If there's a product with 2 ratings or 2 reviews next to a whole bunch of products that have hundreds or thousands, again, it is going to be near impossible for me to get clicks. What else? Top ASINs that have a subpar review star rating. So again, what is the review star rating? That's like if it's only 2 stars, if it's 3 stars, if it's 5 stars. So if everybody on page one has 5 stars, that doesn't say that, oh, it's impossible to sell on that page. No, it still could be, but I don't have that competitive advantage. If everybody had like 3 or 4 stars, well, that's promising to me, because it's like, shoot, if I come in with a 5-star product, well, I have a really good chance to get clicks, because people just visually might think my product is better than these other ones here. All right. What else do I look for? Last one, the top ASINs that have non-optimized listings. So if a whole bunch of people on page one only have 2 or 3 images or bad listings, again, that's another indication to me. That's an indication to me that that niche as a whole might have some opportunity. All right. Does that make sense, guys? What do you guys think? Catherine, what do you think? Will? Let me know. I want to make sure you guys are in the right mindset here. This is what you should look for. We found a product, but now we're talking about looking at the niche. All right. Simon gets it. Laurie is a little bit confused. Laurie, let me know. What are you confused about? Let me know what you're confused about. Raphael says, explain the velocity. Very good point. All right. So again, that was this one up here, sales velocity. So if you're only selling like 1 or 2 units a day, I guarantee you're not going to be able to stay on page one of a big seller, because Amazon rewards page rank by the people who are selling the best. All right. Does that make sense? Let me know, Raphael. Does that make sense? If 100 people are searching for collagen peptides powder, and there's one product that 50 of the people who search it all buy collagen peptides powder, well, Amazon's like, shoot, we're going to put this guy in the first page because there's a good chance that we can make a sale. But if you're only selling 1 or 2 units from that search, right? Well, Amazon's going to think, okay, I mean, people are buying it, but I'm going to stick this on page 2 or 3 because not many people are buying this product from that. So sales velocity is very key. All right, let's keep looking here. Let's go back and look. Do you remember that one product we found? All right, this was the guitar stand. All right, this was the guitar stand that we found in the music instrument. Now take a look. Now the listing looks pretty good. All right, listing looks pretty good, but not many reviews. Remember, that was the search that we did. 13 reviews only. Now, what do we want to know? This is just a review of what we had seen. Remember, it was priced about $40. It's making about $8,000 a month, but it only has 12 reviews total. All right. So wouldn't you like to know, though, what keywords they could be getting their sales from? Like, all right, they're getting $8,000 a sale. They're getting $7,000. They're getting $9,000. They're getting $100,000. Regardless of how many sales they're getting, the question that you should ask yourself is, well, where are those sales coming from? Like, and Amazon doesn't tell you exactly. There are no conversion charts where Amazon says, hey, you've got X number of sales that came from this keyword. The only way that it does that is in PPC, pay-per-click, or sponsored ads. You get information, but most of our sales don't come from sponsored ads. All right, so wouldn't you like to know what keywords they're getting their sales from? How do we do that? We're going to use our Helium 10 tool, Cerebro. All right, so what did I do here? Cerebro is a reverse ASIN lookup tool from Helium 10. Now with it, I can see all of the keywords that this product is showing up for in the top 306 search positions. All right, it's going to show me also all the keywords that Amazon recommends for this product, and it's also showing me all of the keywords that it's showed up for in sponsored ads. All right, so 338 words total it found for these data points. But again, we want to know which are the ones that are driving the sales. Here's the product, but which of these keywords could be driving the sales? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put it so that I only see the organic results. So I use this filter right here. I only want to see the organic results. What does organic results mean? Organic results means if I search for this word in Amazon, what are the ones that show up organically, not via sponsored ads, all right, but organically. They're also showing up in the top results, all right? Now, that actually takes it down now to 232 words. But here's my question. Take a look at guitar holders. Look at this word here, guitar holders. This looks like a pretty decent keyword, right? I mean, guitar holder, that's what this is, guitar holder, okay, cool. They are showing up though, or it's actually, by the way, it's the estimated search volume, like how many times a month somebody searches for this is over 200. So, you know, between like 5 and 10 times a day, people are searching for this, or decent search volume. But where do they show up? Like if you search for guitar holders, where does this product show up in the results? Right here it says position 294. So that's like page 6. So Brian, this product here, do you think that they're getting a big part of their $8,000 of sales from this keyword being on page 6?
No, not at all.
And why not?
Because nobody scrolls to page 6.
Yeah, hardly any people scroll to page 6. Maybe I always say this, my mother is the biggest cheapskate in the world. And she would be the kind of person, if she knew how to use Amazon, she'd be like, I'm going to go ahead and go to page 15 to make sure I can find the cheapest one and save 3 or 4 cents. You know, that's my mother. But most people are not like my mother. They are never going to find this product all the way on page 6. So I know that there's no way that this product is getting too many sales from guitar holders, all right? Now, what I'm doing right now is I put another filter here. I only want to see where are they showing up for on page 1. You know, maybe 1 to 15, the top 15 positions that they're on page 1 for. So now look at this keyword though, all right? Oh, by the way, look how much it filtered it down. Holy cow. Now we're down to 16 keywords here. All right, so look at this keyword though. Guitar stand for small guitar. Again, it might seem super relevant. I'm not saying it's a bad keyword, but the whole point of what I am doing is trying to find where they might be getting lots of sales from. So here's my question to you, Brian, all right? This keyword here, guitar stand for small guitar, they're actually on page 1, as you can see here. They're on page 1, position 10, all right? But this is only searched for maybe, 5 times a month, 10 times a month, 15 times a month. So do you think they're getting hundreds of dollars worth of sales from this keyword?
No.
And why not?
Because not that many people are searching for it.
Not that many people are searching for it. Does that make sense, guys? You guys with me? What do you think? Steve says yes. Catherine says yes. All right, you guys are with me. Good. All right, so they are not getting a big part of their $8,000 worth of sales from this keyword. All right. Now, look at this. Now I'm down to 4 keywords. Why? Because I put here, I said, hey, Cerebro, show me the keywords that have at least 200 estimated searches per month. All right, 200 searches per month. Now take a look at these keywords, Brian. Wood guitar stand, search for over 200 times a month. Acoustic guitar stand, search over 2,000 times a month. Now for those 2 keywords, they're on page 1, position 4, page 1, position 10. You think they're getting a lot of their $8,000 worth of sales from these?
Yes, they are.
Absolutely. Why? Because they're on page 1. That means every single person who is searching for this sees this product. And not only that, there are a lot of every single person searching for this product because this one has estimated 2,000 searches per month. All right. So these are keywords that could be driving the sale. So now it's like, okay, now I know where I am going to search. All right. I am going to search for wood guitar stand because that's obviously very relevant to this product. And if my product is going to be similar, I am going to want to go ahead and rank for this keyword too. All right, so let's go to the next slide. Now, do you remember the features that I'm looking for? First of all, other than the crazy Amazon Basics one, where's I see Amazon Basics over here. It seems like most of these don't have a lot of sales velocity. Like, yeah, this one is Amazon Basics, so that's an Amazon product, and they're selling ridiculous amount, $48,000 a month, and they're selling $3,000. But look at position, these positions right here. These are at the very top of the page. This one's only selling 40 a month, 200 a month, 300 a month, 100 a month. All right, That's not bad. You know, it's not going to be that difficult for me to scale to those kind of sales velocity. All right, what else? All right, well, here everybody has 4.5 or 5 stars. Okay, this is not a deal breaker. All right, remember, this is not a deal breaker. But what this means is that there's not much room for me to improve. It's not like I can come in here with a 6-star product. All right, so I mean, they're already, so I am not going to win sales in this niche based on having a 5-star review, because everybody seems to have a 4.5 or 5 star. Does that make sense, guys? You guys with me? All right, Dan's with me. All right, now here's one thing that does look good. Look at the number of reviews. Look at this: 18, 64, 13, 34, 29. This is golden. I love seeing results like this. Why? Because not everybody, do you remember that collagen peptides one I showed you guys where people had thousands of reviews? If you have a bunch of people with 1,000 reviews and you come in here with like 5 or 10 reviews, you're not going to get clicks. But hey, if you come in with 5 or 10 reviews, and you see it next to one with 13 reviews, next to 30 reviews, next to 20 reviews, guess what? That's not that bad. I can compete there. This is the kind of thing that I am looking for. All right. What about the number of images? Okay. Most people have optimized listings. Look, everybody has like at least 5 images. Most have not. Some have 7 and 9. So it's like, all right. Again, this is not something that's a deal breaker, but at the same time, it's not something that I have a real high competitive advantage on if I come in with a new listing. All right. And by the way, you can actually see here's that product that I had found in Black Box. I just circled it right over here. All right. So now what's the next step? I want to go and maybe just see if I can source it. You know, one of the easiest ways that people use is Alibaba. That's a Chinese manufacturing website. So I actually went and I literally did this. You guys can do this exact thing. I just made this webinar, these slides 3 or 4 days ago. And this is very fresh information. You can completely verify this yourself. All right. So I did a quick quote on Alibaba, and I think I actually found the exact product, like just without the branding. Like, look at this. I mean, it looks almost identical. This is Alibaba. This is Amazon. I mean, what do you think? It looks like it, Brian. Like maybe the picture is showing like a different shade, but look at this side. Like looks almost exactly the same. So this could be the same product, or it could be at least maybe something really similar. But 100 units. If I buy 100 units, it's $11.50 each. And this is just their advertised price. All right. This is just their advertised price. So I bet I could maybe talk them down. Let's just say $10. All right. So let's see how much money we can make using the Helium 10 profitability calculator that comes up on every page. This is part of our Chrome extension. All right. So you hit profitability calculator on the Amazon page, and it pulls in all of the information for this item. All right. Now, what did I put in? I just put in my estimated shipping charge. I put in my manufacturing quote. This is at $10. Remember, I said I can probably do it for $10 from Alibaba. And voila, $15 per unit estimated profit. Now, who here would be happy with a profit that has 37% profit margin and a little over 100% ROI? Who here would be happy making a product that gets you $14 per unit? Raphael says, how do you know the shipping costs? You've got to know your own shipping rates. All right. So you've got to maybe have a quote already from a shipper or a quote from the manufacturer what your shipping rate is. Moose says is a pretty decent place to start. I mean, look at that. Your first product on Amazon, and you could be making $14 a unit. What would Manny say? How cool is that? Pretty cool, I think. All right. Want to try another one? Let's keep going. Remember, we found other products. Let's try and find another product right here. All right. Here's another one we found earlier, the non-optimized listing. Remember, there was only 2 images. Remember, only 2 images. And just like I said, whenever there's only 2 images, usually the bullet points are pretty bad as well. All right. And then we see that here, very sparse. Ugly listing, number of images too. Remember, this one is making about $14,000 a month. All right. Let's go. Next one. Now, off screen, what I did was I actually used Cerebro to determine one of the main keywords for the product is round mirrors for centerpieces. All right, so I didn't go through the whole Cerebro thing again. I did it off screen. Round mirrors for centerpieces. It searched for around 1,000 times. Now, let's go through those same things. You guys remember, what are the things that I'm looking for when I analyze a whole niche? All right, what am I looking for? The first thing, sales. Now, there are no crazy sales numbers here. Nobody's even selling 1,000 units. Nobody's even selling 700 units a month. All right. So the most somebody's selling is this one, selling about 20 units a day. But look, there's some players here on the first page that are selling very low number of units. So that's good for me. What else? One has a 3-star rating. The most of these, though, have like 4 or 5. So again, not too much of opportunity right here as far as improving, but still, I kind of like that a 3-star product is on here. I know I can hang with them. All right. What about review count? Whoa, everybody is low. By the way, you might be wondering, why am I only highlighting like starting like the 3rd one down? Because right here, you guys see what this means? SP. That means sponsored products. All right. Those are the sponsored products that show up on the pages, and those are not organically on there. All right. I'm just concerned about what's organically ranking, because those are the ones I'm competing with. I mean, these sponsored products could change every single second. All right. So I'm looking here. Look at these number of reviews. There's one that only has 1 review, and they're here on page 1. 100 reviews, 12 reviews, 29 reviews, another one with only 1 reviews. The most in like the top 7 has only 300 reviews. This is great. What about number of images? Oh, another good one. Look at this. Every single one up here, 1 image, 2 images only, 3 images. There's one guy who has 9, so one guy's doing it right. 1 image, 2 images. Everybody has non-optimized listing. This is exactly what I'm looking for, and something that is not that common to see, a main keyword where everybody's got these really terrible looking listings. All right. So what's the next step? I just want to go get another quick quote on Alibaba. All right. And remember, you guys can use any other website. And Dan says, would you say that 100 reviews is low? Absolutely. 100 reviews is low when you consider that there are listings out there with like 7,000 and 8,000 reviews. Again, it's the psychological aspect. If I have like 12 reviews next to something that has 100 reviews, it's not that bad psychologically. If I have something that has 12 reviews next to something that has 5,000 reviews, well, shoot, that is a big psychological difference from a buyer's perspective. All right, let's keep going. All right, so I found something really close. All right, this could be the exact product. I'd estimate each, the cost, of each piece maybe is around 70 cents. All right, 70 cents. This was I think a 12 pack. So if I can price this for the same exact dimensions at around 70 cents each, that means a set of 12 is going to be $8.40. Set of 12, $8.40. We go right back to the tool. Let's go to the tool. Here we go. Profitability calculator. Now, this is not as much profit as the last one, but still, estimated profit of around $8 per unit, or not per unit, but per set, and 25% margins. Not too shabby for something that literally took me 5 minutes to find with Blackbox. Now, let's just say I ramp the sales up to 400 units a month. If I can sell 400 units a month, that's $3,200 a month, all right, of profit. Anybody want something that's making $3,200 a month of profit? Who wants something that makes $3,200 a month of profit? For me, for my old jobs, that replaces my whole entire 9-to-5 income right there on one little set of mirror candles, plates, whatever the heck that is, all right? So again, this is the process of how we verify what we find, all right? It's not always going to be profitable. It's not always going to indicate opportunity. So you should always try to find first in Blackbox like 4 to 10 different products, and then go back and take it through this process right here. So find 4 to 10 products, find 15, 20, and then go through this process check to check the niche. And what's that process again? You're going to Cerebro to see where that product might be getting some of their sales from, different keywords, and then you search those keywords to see what kind of organic competition that you have. All right, let's keep going. All right, we're now going to return to our regularly scheduled program of going over different methods. We've only gone over 4 so far. All right, method number 5, seasonal products. What about seasonal or holiday products? Take a look at this search. I'm searching in the patio, lawn, and garden. I'm only searching for $1,000 revenue or more, because I'm actually looking for items that sold well around Christmas time, not necessarily that are selling well right now. So right now it's probably not selling too great. So I went ahead and put a 4 max star rating, okay? And I put in the keyword, I'm saying, hey, Blackbox, show me products. And by the way, guys, we have the largest database of products out there. Brian, do you know how many products Helium 10 has or Blackbox has in its database? How many products from Amazon? You don't know? There's no wrong answer. Brian doesn't know. Who? Anybody else know? I don't think many people know. You guys will be surprised. Who wants to throw out a guess? Reiko knows, because Reiko's heard me say it before. Yes, Cool Dip knows. 450 million products. So we're searching 450 million products, all right, to find, all right? So now I'm searching for all of those 450 million products, a product in patio, lawn, and garden, making $1,000 a month now, price between 19 and 45, less than 4-star rating. And here, title keyword research or title keyword filter, show me the listings black box that have lighting in the title, all right? And I'm also using another filter, best sales period. Best sales period was December of last year. So out of the whole year, their best sales period was December of last year. Because guess what? Something that I want that's going to be a Christmas, popular during Christmas, well, obviously the best sales period will probably have been the beginning of December. All right. So now what is a product that I found? Here's a product that has lightning in the title. All right. There it is, lighting in the title. It has a best sales period of December. You guys see that here? And it only has 3.1 stars. Now, how do I know if it's seasonal or sold best around Christmas time, other than the fact that I just showed this to you right here, all right? Let's go to another Helium 10 tool. This is the estimated sales chart. This is right here in the Helium 10 and the Helium 10 suite of tools. You're going to have this visibility. Look at this estimated sales chart. Slow throughout the year, right? And then it really picks up at the end of November, and then beginning of December, it's almost like 10x the sales, all right? So this is a way to find products that are seasonal that you could possibly sell for next year around Christmas time. All right, what's another way that you can research seasonal products? Now, notice this search. All right, this is a search I just did 2 or 3 days ago. You guys can search this yourself. 4th of July decorations. This was done right here in the middle of March. Now, this keyword has about 1,000 search volume at this time of year. But in July, it's like 10x that, all right? Now, do you think that these listings that are coming up right here in the middle of March, do you think these listings are the same ones that perform the best organically during July? What do you think? I mean, is this the ones that people are using in July, the same ones? Catherine says yes. Cool Dip says no. Now, why is Cool Dip correct? It's because they can change. Look at some of these BSRs. This BSR, by the way, this is also another thing when you have the Helium 10 Chrome extension installed, you're going to have the BSRs right here on the page. That is the bestseller rating, all right? This bestseller rating is very high. What does that mean? That the sales are almost dead for this? Because honestly, who in the heck is ordering 4th of July decorations in March? I mean, that would have to be the person who is like ADD. They want to prepare for their holidays like months in advance. So it's not many. So this probably, I bet you a lot of the top selling 4th of July products, they don't even have it in stock right now. They are not even in stock right now, okay? So is this accurate to show who the best sellers are in July? No, this is not accurate. If you're looking just organically at this kind of search, this is not accurate to determine who's the best sellers. What about this search? Now, this is a St. Patrick's Day decorations. Look at that. This actually is searched for like 200,000 times right now, estimated search volume 200,000 times. This is taken days before St. Patrick's Day. Now, is this a good indicator of what's performing the best for the holiday? What do you guys think? The 4th of July one was no, but what about this one? Is this kind of like what's going to be the best sellers for St. Patrick's Day? Yes. Cool Dip says yes. Dan says yes. Catherine says yes. Absolutely. Why? Because this is exactly Amazon is showing the ones that are giving them the best sales. But now it's too late to make a product right now. Okay, it's too late to make a St. Patrick's Day product. You can't go source something. You know, go ahead and source this. What the heck is this? Oh, that's pretty cool. Leprechaun footprints in China and get it within 2 days and try to sell for St. Patrick's Day. No, it's too late. So what would you do? How do you get ready for next year St. Patrick's Day? Well, when it's time to produce, maybe in November or December, all of this page ones will be all off. Remember, right now, this 4th of July, this page one is all over the place. Like, this is not really the best sellers for 4th of July because most of those best sellers probably aren't even in stock yet. They don't even have the product ready. They don't want to send it to Amazon and just have it sitting there collecting dust and storage fees. So this isn't even what the best sellers are. But this one is. So what are you going to do? I am going to use Ace and Grabber. That is another tool from Helium 10. And what Async Grabber does is it takes a snapshot for you of the first few pages of the results with just a click of the button. And right in here, you're going to be able to have the links to the listing, and it's in the order of organic search results rank. I can download this, as you see I have highlighted here, as an Excel file. Now, when November of this year comes along and the results for this search organically are all over the place, I would have no visibility what the best St. Patrick's Day one sellers are in November. But now in November, I can go back, I can pull up my file that I downloaded, and now I can see exactly what kind of products were performing the best during that time. What do you guys think? Is that pretty cool? Yes. Mancy says, do you have a tool to say what's the best seller for July 2018? Yes, that's exactly what I had showed you guys in Blackbox, the very first part of it. All right, let's keep going. Marco says it's amazing. Rob says it's awesome. But do you guys see how powerful this is? If you're just using Amazon, you have no idea what the best sellers for a Christmas product is in July. All right, because 90% of them probably aren't even for sale right now. But always think ahead. So whatever is the next holiday that comes up, what I want you guys to do, use Async Grabber and download, like right now. You guys should do this right now. If you guys want to do something for St. Patrick's Day next year, and crush a keyword that's going to get 200,000 searches in the month of March, then go right now to St. Patrick's Day, because this is, if you're watching this video here in March, go to St. Patrick's Day, run Async Grabber, download this, and save it somewhere on your hard drive. And then I want you guys in November to take a look at it and maybe source one of these products. The next one, when it actually is 4th of July, if you're watching this video in July, go to 4th of July related searches. It's too late now to buy a product for 4th of July. Use Async Grabber, download what's selling well, and then now next January or something, when it's time to order, now you know what kind of products are selling the best. All right. And Carl says, can I store the seasonal items I don't sell in your garage? Actually, Carl, you can. That used to be my business. I have a 2,000 square foot warehouse at my house where I used to do stuff like that. Funny you mentioned that. I hope Carl's not spying on me. How do you know I have a warehouse? All right, let's keep going here. Do I need to be worried, Brian? I don't know. Hey, Brian, is your friend here? There's a guy in here, Raphael. Raphael, are you on today? Raphael was calling Brian out because Brian was going to sleep, I guess. And he was calling him out nonstop. But anyways, let's keep going. Method number 6. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty, the down and dirty. Now, FBM for wholesale FBA. Now, that sounds like a whole lot of gibberish maybe to some of you, all right? Method number 6. FBM means what? Who knows what FBM means? I know Cool Dip knows. Hey, there is a Raphael on here. I wonder if that's your friend. Brian. Fulfilled by FBM is not fulfilled by Amazon. All right. Yes, Raphael got it. Fulfilled by merchant. FBN is fulfilled by merchant. FBA is fulfilled by Amazon. So what am I doing in this search right here? All right. I am searching in the health and household category. I'm selling for, I'm looking for items that are selling between $5,000 and $10,000 a month, that are priced between $18 and $40, that have 3.5 stars or less. Okay. So not very liked products. And now I'm searching for small standard size, large standard size, and small oversize. Just yet another one of the many, many tools that you can search for. By the way, guys, there's tons of filters that we aren't even touching today. And so technically, these could be methods 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I mean, I'm not filtering by BSR. I'm not filtering by sales reviews. That's a super, super valuable one. I'm not filtering over sales year over year. These are all things that you guys can use to search for products. And most tools out there don't even have anything that you can search for opportunity on Amazon. All right. So these are not large items. Okay. That's why I'm selecting these. So theoretically, that means I could be able to do then FBA. All right. You have Prime, Brian?
Yeah, I do.
So like if you see something like, when's the last time you bought a non-Prime item?
I don't even remember, because
I don't either. Like once you get Prime, like why I have to have my items in 2 days. Yeah. Right. So if you're saying that you saw like what's something you searched for recently?
I bought my mom a pot.
A pot, yeah. like for cooking or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so like let's say you search for pot for cooking, and like 5 results came up, and 4 of them were fulfilled by merchant, and meaning that it'll give you an estimated delivery date of like 7 to 14 days. But then you had one that was Prime. Well, 9 times out of 9, 10 times out of 10, which one are you going to probably click?
The Prime one.
And probably even if it doesn't even look as good as the others, right?
Yeah.
Like especially if it's for Mother's Day or something. Mother's Day is coming up, you've got to have it by a certain day. So what I'm looking for here is products that are FBM, meaning fulfilled by merchant, all right? Because maybe it's a product that I can actually buy and source and sell Prime. And if I can find somebody that's so successful, FBM, and selling like $5,000 a month, shoot, if I can do the same product in Prime, well, I'm going to make a killing. Does that make sense? All right, let me know, guys. I got to make sure you guys are not falling asleep on me. Cool Dip knows. I can always count on Cool Dip. All right, Steve Dimitar knows. Oh, I got a lot of people here from the AMAs. That's pretty cool. Claudia knows. Matt knows. All right, you guys are with me. Very good. Take a look. This product jumped off the page to me. All right. Now I'm wondering, why is this, only FBM? It also doesn't even seem to be sold by the manufacturer. All right. Now this is where Google comes in, and I found two things. So take a look at here. This is a Sellner Medical Solutions toenail and fingernail restore. All right. Fulfilled by merchant, sold for $40. Selling like, maybe 5-10 units a day, and it only has 3.1 stars. All right. So what? How is Google going to come in? What did I do? I mean, this is literally what I did 2 days ago. And this guy, by the way, did not reply to me. So if you guys want to jump on this and figure it out, by all means. All right. So what I did, number one, the doctor who supposedly formulated this product, I called him and I left him a voicemail. How did I find this? Look at this. What I did was I saw that the brand was Dr. Mark's and the product was Sellner Medical Solutions. So I can start Googling stuff like that. And look what I found. There's a Dr. Mark Sellner from Studio City, California, and he's got an office. I'm like, okay, and focusonfootcare.com. Obviously, this is the same guy, all right? So I found him. I left him a voicemail asking him if he would be interested in getting help with promoting his product on Amazon. The thought is I'm trying to get an exclusive with this Dr. Sellner. And actually, if he replies, I'm totally going to do this. I'm going to make this a case study. So as a matter of fact, guys, no, don't jump on this. Leave this one to me. Don't steal my opportunity here. I'm hoping that this guy replies to me. But as you can see, he's got some ridiculous hours of operations here. I mean, what kind of doctor's office is only open Mondays from 9 to 3 and then every other day he's closed? So he must be making some bank off of his Amazon business, all right? But anyways, I emailed this guy because I'm like, hey, let me get an exclusive with you and let me fix your ugly listing, all right? Let me fix your ugly listing. Let me put your product to FBA. Let me boost your sales, right? This is like totally what I'm trying to do. So next, I want to see, is there anybody wholesaling this product, somewhere else off of Amazon or retailing already? And I found this. Look at this. Now, for this company, I actually emailed them too. I emailed them, this health and beauty store or health and beauty source company. I emailed them, and this is going to be my option too. So my option A is going directly to the manufacturer, directly to Dr. Mark, right? And now option B here is I emailed this wholesaler or retailer, and I said, hey, what price would you guys give me if I order 100 of these? All right. And actually, they haven't emailed me back either. Man, these guys have terrible customer service. I just did this like a couple days ago, right? So I'm still waiting for a reply. So I said, what price? As a matter of fact, I need to look at my email. I wonder if these guys email me, and I'm really, really bad. I totally forgot about this. I'm actually going to check my email here. Let me see if anybody emailed me back from this company. But what do you guys think I emailed them? Or why do you think I emailed them asking them for a special price? What do you think I'm trying to find? What do you think? What am I trying to do? What do you think, Cool Dip? Resell on Amazon. Cool Dip says wholesale opportunity. Matt says resell it in FBA. Exactly. All right. So let me go ahead and search here in my email. Nope, they didn't reply to me yet. But here's my email. It says, yeah, if I order quantity 100, what would the price be? All right. Because maybe I'm going to say, can you guys lower the price if I buy 100? I mean, it says they have $9.96 in stock. What if I lower the price down to $22? Maybe they're paying like 18 bucks. And they'd be willing to sell it to me at $22. Now, if they were willing to sell this to me for $22, what would my profit be using the profitability calculator? Take a look here. If I match the current fulfilled by merchant buy box price, it'd be about $45 with shipping, because this $39, as you guys can see, is like plus $5 shipping. All right. So if I match that price, I put in here $45. All right. I would get the buy box right off the bat. Amazon always gives the buy box if it's priced similar to the one who has Prime. All right. Look at this. I'm selling it for, or if I buy it for $22. This is my option B. All right. I would make $12 a unit. Now, this product, remember, has been selling 200 units a month, about 200 units a month. So if I just do this, how much money am I making? I'm making $2,400 a month of profit. All right. Now, I don't know what's going to come of this. I'm trying to do this all the way through just as a case study. But do you guys see the potential of this? It took me 1 minute to find this product in Black Box, 1 minute, and maybe 10 minutes of Googling and sending emails. And potentially, if things work out, I can make $12 a unit profit, 200 units a month. All right. Is this guaranteed to work? No. But imagine if instead of 1 minute in Black Box, I spent 60 minutes, 1 hour, and I found 60 products like this. And then I, instead of 10 minutes of Google, I spent, 5 hours of Googling and emailing. What's the chances that at least one of these guys are gonna respond and it's gonna be something I can work out? The chances are pretty high. All right, guys, if you put in the work, you can find opportunity. This is another way to find opportunity where it doesn't involve necessarily a huge investment for private label. Those first ones that we were doing, we were talking about sourcing a product in private label. All right, sourcing a product in Alibaba or in China or in another country. All right, but you don't have to go that far. You don't have to go that far to source product. I can source right here in the USA and without even having to invest a lot of money. And for some of you, this might be a better option. So this was method 6. All right, let's go to method 7. Method 7, FBM for private label FBA. All right, health and household. I'm going to use the exact same search. All right, so this is a different. Now this is FBM for private label FBA. That's a difference. The last one was FBM for wholesale FBA. All right, now we're doing FBM for private label FBA. Now I'm using the exact same search for this one. All right, but now in the context of I'm looking for private label opportunities based on the product. So everything else is the same. All right, everything is the same here. But I'm looking now for private label opportunities. What does that mean? That means that instead of trying to source the product from the manufacturer, I want to maybe make my own one that's similar, okay? So let's see one of the products I found in here. Now, this intrigued me. The sales seem decent, but this didn't strike me as a brand name. Like that Dr. Sellner, that's obviously a brand. But look at this. The brand is Zebra Smoke. This is a hookah, right? Is that how you pronounce that, Brian? Hookah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what I don't know what this is. I know there's lots of hookah lounges or whatever all over the place. I guess it's something you smoke or inhale or something, but it's not illegal. Otherwise, it wouldn't be on Amazon right here. So, hey, sales seem decent. All right. It's making about $6,000 a month revenue. But this is FBM, so fulfilled by merchant. So maybe this is like a private label seller who just doesn't know how to do FBA. All right. So I checked this out where this product might be getting its sales from. All right, again, using Cerebro. And look at this, 3.1 stars. Holy cow, that's terrible. All right, so here is Cerebro. All right, so what did I do? This intrigued me. The sales seemed decent, but again, didn't strike me as the brand name. So here is where this product might be getting its sales from using Cerebro. And it seems like one of the top keywords, might be either hookah set, pink hookah, hookah kit, a lot of searches on here, right? And this guy is organically ranked number 5. That means if you are one of the 8,000 people that search for hookah set, every single one of these 8,000 people are going to see this product. Why? Because this is page 1, position 5, the last time we checked, all right? Because remember, look at the search I did, organic rank 1 to 10, all right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to click this button right here. How does hookah set look on Amazon? All right, this search. Take a look. Now, this for sure warrants further review. Look at this. 2 out of the top 10 are fulfilled by merchant fulfilled, all right? Sales are pretty steady across the top ones, only in the low hundreds, all right? Not too bad. I can match that. The ratings are terrible for everybody, terrible. 3.5, 3.5, 3, 3, 3.5, 2.5 down here, 3 here. Like the best one is a 4-star product. Which who was it? Was it Peter or somebody who said they don't even consider 4-star products, right? And this one, the best one, is a 4-star product. So there's opportunity here. All right. 4 out of the top 7 even have low number of reviews. Like look, 62 reviews, 69 reviews, 39 reviews. If they are larger items, you could also do drop shipping. You could do drop shipping on this as well. But again, I'm trying to do FBA. By the way, here's the organic result of that. Right? And I like how organically the rest of the products look like this one. So I know that everybody who's searching for this, there's a strong tendency for them to be buying a product that looks like this. All right, let's keep going. All right, now this one is a fast one. That, by the way, that was method 7, finding FBM for private label FBA. Again, what was my purpose of this one? Well, my purpose was to find something that somebody's just selling without Prime, and maybe I can go find a manufacturer for this product, and I'm going to make it an FBA product, and I'll instantly be more attractive to customers if I have FBA and possibly better reviews. All right, let's keep going now. This is going to be a fast one. Method number 8. Wholesale or drop shipping. This is really simple. If you've got access to wholesale lists for certain brands, well, once you get that list, you can see what's available on Amazon and see what you can make money on by doing a title keyword search. That's what I did right here. So let's say you contacted this company, Aleco, and you have their now wholesale list of products. All right. So I want to see what products from Aleco is there opportunity on Amazon that I could use to search. All right. So right here, I picked 2 different categories, and look, 80 products it found on Amazon that are from Aleco. So all I would do is I would download this to CSV, or I could just look at it right here in Helium 10 and compare it. All right, I can see this product here sells for $80. I look at the wholesale price list that I got from Aleco, and it's like $50. I'm like, shoot, I can make $10, maybe on this product. Absolutely. All right. So this is just another way. Wholesale or drop shipping. What's drop shipping mean? Drop shipping, I can actually, maybe this is a large product, like a super large option. I don't want to like send it to Amazon. Well, guess what? I could do fulfill by merchant on this, Aleco, and then somebody buys the product. I have Aleco send them themselves. That's called drop shipping. I have somebody else ship it to the customer for me. I don't even have to have any inventory. I don't have to ship things back and forth to Amazon. I just literally drop ship. That is another way. Wholesale or drop shipping on Amazon. That is method number 8. All right. These guys are all ways that do not require big investments. Like maybe your ultimate goal is private label. Remember, the private label ways are those 4 or 5 ways that I showed you earlier. All right. So maybe that is what you want to do. So guys, I've only went through 8 ways so far. There are tons of other ways, as you can see here, of how you can filter products out. All right, who has learned something so far? I'm not done yet, but who has learned a method that you didn't consider before on how to find a product that's on Amazon? Who's ready? Who can do this? Do you guys? I want you guys to say, yes, I can do this. Like, is there anything that requires a PhD that I've gone over today? Is there anything that you guys are not able to do? Who can tell me, yes, I can do this? Yeah, I hope you guys are pumped up. I mean, this is money that you can make 8 different ways so far that you can make money on Amazon in 2019. All right. Drop shipping. These are stuff that maybe you guys, they don't talk about, right? This is stuff that you guys can do. Let's keep going. Method number 9, merch by Amazon. I got some good tips. By the way, guys, a lot of these tips, I got to give shout outs to my friend Brock Johnson, LeRon Hirschkorn, Kevin King, gave me some ideas. So this one, I talked to my buddy Chris Green. He gave me some cool ideas about merch by Amazon. So I relied a lot on other people to help me with this. I'm not going to say this is all from Bradley Sutton knowledge right here, because I am not this smart. All right, I rely on the smartness of other people. Now, what is merch by Amazon? Who knows what merch by Amazon here is? All right, yeah, a couple people know. Clothing. So merch by Amazon is Amazon's print on demand service. It's completely separate from like your regular Seller Central account. But basically what you do is you upload a design, all right, and no investment. It's kind of like what are some print services like Teespring? Have you ever heard of that one, Brian?
No, I've never heard of
Like Teespring, there's like a Redbubble or something. But basically, like that's where I get some of my anime shirts. Like artists like upload an image, like you can see here, and then basically, if you sell it, you get paid commission. Easy as that. So you upload an image to Merch by Amazon, and then Amazon puts it up there, and if somebody buys it, they print it exactly when the customer orders it. So there's no investment, no inventory. If you don't sell anything, you pay nothing, no storage fees, and it's shipped via Prime. So that's an advantage over those websites like Teespring. Now, how can you use Helium 10 to find merch options? Maybe a lot of you guys have not considered this before. Let's take a look. Here we go. This is the tool magnet, all right? St. Patrick's Day is close, as I talked about. Now, take a look at some of these search volumes. If you just searched a couple weeks early for St. Patrick's Day shirt, remember, unlike private label for 4th of July, you've got to get products ready now. for 4th of July. For St. Patrick's Day, you would have had to get products ready 2 months ago because you probably got to get it manufactured, you got to get it shipped, you got to send to Amazon. But Merch by Amazon, I could have done this a week ago or 2 weeks ago and instantly have a product ready to sell. Take a look at some of these search volumes. If you just search a couple weeks ago for St. Patrick's Day shirt, look at that. This is a Helium 10's keyword research tool manual. Look at this search volume. St. Patrick's Day shirt women is searched for in March possibly 279,000 times. That is redunculous, all right? Men's St. Patrick's Day shirts searched for 14,000 times, all right? So let's go ahead and look how this looks in Amazon, what some merch ones are. If you actually search there for St. Patrick's Day, you'll see that many of the top selling shirts, these are actually merch shirts. These are Merch by Amazon shirts. Take a look at these sales figures. All right. Now, the average profit on these shirts, if you take out Amazon's fee, and remember, there's no overhead. There's no overhead for this other than if you're paying somebody to make these images for you. The average profit on these shirts is $6 to $10 because usually it costs, I think Merch by Amazon shirts cost like $10 to make or $12 depending on your quality of the shirt you get. And again, this is zero investment. All right. Use these top sellers to get ideas on shirts. I'm not short. I'm leprechaun size. All right. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Get it? T-Rex. So you can't copy these shirts. You'll get banned from Amazon. You can't. I'm not saying go out and copy. Look. Here's a leprechaun dropping the dab. All right. But this is going to give you ideas. You can change things around and make it your own. Use different ways of saying some of these things. This is where you can get ideas from by looking in Amazon and also using Magnet. All right. But don't copy it, guys. All right. What about another tool? Now, what if I'm not sure if it's trending upward, a certain keyword? Maybe I want to see price trends for an ASIN in relation to the trend. Well, you use the Helium 10 tool, Trendster, like you see above. So as we get closer to St. Patrick's Day, you're going to see the price of this going up. All right, look at that. This is the Helium 10 tool Trendster. I just picked a random shirt, the dabbing leprechaun right here, and I put St. Patrick's Day shirt. And look, on Amazon, the price is now going up as St. Patrick's Day gets closer. What about on Google Trends? Interest over time, St. Patrick's Day shirt, demand, interest is going up. Like it's almost 100xing right there. All right, so there's another way you can use Helium 10 here. So let's keep going with the merch. Now, are all the major shirts for a niche saturated? Like maybe St. Patrick's Day shirt, just that niche itself is crazy saturated, right? So what I'm going to use here is Magnet, all right? Smart Complete, Magnet Smart Complete finds me words that have St. Patrick's Day shirt in it, but longer tail words. So here I said, hey, Magnet, show me some words that have less than 300 competing products, all right? I want super, super narrow niches. These words, show me words that are at least 6 words. So they're at least 6 words long and at least are searched for like 20 times a month. Nothing major. All right. Take a look here. Remember, with merch, you don't pay unless you sell it. So even if it's slow volume, not many people are searching for it. There's no storage charges. It doesn't matter if you don't sell it. Look how good some of these are. Look at some of these. Look at this, Brian. Brian didn't see this. What do you think? Make St. Patrick's Day great again. Sure. That's a great. I would have never thought about that on my own. Mugs, not drugs. St. Patrick's Day shirt. Safety first. Drink with a nurse. St. Patrick's Day shirt. I mean, this is great. These are golden ideas right here that hardly have any competing products. These are great ideas of how you can make a shirt based on these kind of searches. All right. How cool is that, guys? Is that cool? Who's there sitting there saying this is pretty cool? Like. Who had never thought about a way to make on Amazon or a way to make money on Amazon is by searching what people use for novelty t-shirts.